48 states in our motorhome, stories from my life. States in our motorhome, stories from my life. Hello, y'all. I'm Dianna Brianne. I've been sharing little bits and pieces of my life, stories from my life. I don't give information, suggestions, advice. I just share with you my perspective on life, and these are my little stories. Well, quite a few years back, we bought a motorhome, and it was a big bounder, a 40-foot bounder, and it was beautiful, but it had air brakes, and it was very big for me to drive, so my husband drove it. We decided for one of my birthdays that we would buy a little bit smaller of one, which was still a big one, and it was a Winnebago sightseer that had bunk beds in it for the kids, a bunk bedroom with TVs, and it had our own bedroom, our living room, our kitchen, and it was wonderful, and it was like a bus that we drove. Well, we ended up going to 48 states in this motorhome, and it was an amazing journey. That was during the period of time that I was homeschooling. My children were probably 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, in that whole range there, and we took so many amazing trips. One of our first trips was on Route 66 across country, from one end of Route 66 all the way to the West End and then back. And I remember it was 4th of July, and we were somewhere in one of the Midwest states, and we were driving through, and we were kind of on back roads, Route 66, and as we went past each town, we would watch the fireworks out the back window of the motorhome. Oh, it was so magical and so wonderful. We went to the Grand Canyon. We went north, we went south, we went east, we went west. We went to the state parks, many, if not most of the state parks, the big state parks. And it was just a wonderful, amazing journey in our motorhome during that time. I learned to drive the motorhome. I talked about that in other videos. And I wasn't always the smoothest driver in the motorhome, so my husband tended to drive the motorhome the most. And it was wonderful. And so I'm so glad, even though it was an impractical investment, and my husband said so at the time, he said, you know, it's a very impractical investment, and one that goes down in value. But now we don't look at it that way. We look at it as one of the best investments we ever made, because we invested in our memories. We invested in wonderful memories at the time where our kids could appreciate it. They were young enough to enjoy it and old enough to remember and appreciate it. And we so enjoyed that journey with them during that time. I would homeschool as we drove across country in the motorhome, and I would read them books. We would stop along the way, and it was just wonderful. And so sometimes people say, well, you know, it's not a good investment, so I'm not going to make it. Well, you know what? I believe in also investing in my memories in life, and that's what we did. And so that was the journey with our motorhome, and I've talked a lot about the motorhome in other videos, so just kind of, you can go search my videos and find motorhome videos, how I learned to drive a motorhome, you know, that whole time period, because it was amazing and it was wonderful. And then when our kids became teenagers, we decided to sell it because, well, they had sports and they had activities and things like that. But we always live in the dream of potentially buying another motorhome at some point. And it was just simply a wonderful experience. So from my house to yours, I hope you like, share, subscribe to all 5 channels. Links pinned to the top of the comment section below. If the links are broken, just copy and paste the name of the channel, please. Thank you, and may God bless you. Hope to talk to you soon again. Bye-bye. place to relax.